We're diving into our next episode today, and we are getting all sciencey as I try to explain a little bit about holistic nutrition, what it is, why I love it, and how it can actually help you. They say that never in history has humanity been so acutely aware of the effects of nutrition on the human body. And I can't agree more because we are understanding and living a really, really incredible time in history right now where we know what foods are doing to us and we know how it affects our body, and we can use this information and this incredible tool to get to the health and prevent disease and control our weight and all these wonderful things that we need to do in our lives right now. So I'm so glad you're here to join me. Hey there, beautiful. I'm so glad you stopped by. Welcome. Welcome to another episode of More Than Hope podcast, where we will openly discuss how to find that wonderful, radiant, vivacious goddess that you once knew and bring her back to life. I'm Wendy, holistic nutritional consultant, and I know we're going to be best friends because I know that it takes more than just hope and the occasional carrot to reach your heart's desire. And I want to help by offering you real solutions because, after all, you're a real woman dealing with real issues in the real world. Let's face it, life can be tough sometimes. Heck, our own inner voice can be our own worst enemy, and it's hard to get out of our heads and see the reality of life. But when we have someone to turn to, someone to lean on, someone who has our backs and gets us, life can be a little easier. We smile more, we laugh more, we appreciate life more. I'm here to tell you that I am that someone. I'm on your side. And truth be known, I love you. So grab your carrot and let's get started. Hi, everybody. Today, I just wanted to explain a little bit about nutrition, actually holistic nutrition, because it is what I do and it is what I love. So holistic nutrition actually helps in the management and resolution of conditions such as chronic pain, chronic fatigue, and weight loss. This is the stuff that we specialize in. It also helps with the health concerns such as blood sugar regulation, rebalancing of hormones, cardiovascular disease, restoration of the nervous system, infertility, and many other issues. And benefits from the expertise of holistic nutritional consultants today are numerous. And depending upon which nutritional consultant or nutritionist you go to see, holistic nutritionist you go to see, they're going to obviously have a lot of their own very specific specialties. Mine in particular are gut health and weight concerns with people. I have added many different extra trainings to my profession as well. And because of my nursing history that we learned about in my first episode, I also have this desire to have the scientific end of things. So I have live blood analysis as incorporated into my business, into my practice as well. And I am also a certified holistic cancer practitioner as well, because as again, you know, I talked about that I was a palliative care nurse for many years, and shifting my focus from a disease-orientated look at my profession to a preventative situation was something that was so very important to me. I see where the prevention is lacking in most of our society, most of our healthcare situations, and I just wanted to be able to give that opportunity for people. So I know there's a lot of different situations or modalities out there. We have in the holistic field, we have like dietitians, we have nutritionists, we have holistic nutritionists, which are all extremely different. We also have our naturopathic doctors, we have chiropractors, osteopaths, energy workers. We have all kinds of people in the holistic realm of, or alternative realm of medicine out there nowadays. I specifically am what is called a holistic nutritional consultant, and I am registered with the International Organization of Nutritional Consultants, and I use the designation ROHP, which is Registered Orthomolecular Health Practitioner. And I'm actually going to do another complete episode on talking about that specifically. But I didn't want to get too into it today with you guys, and just wanted to give you a bit of an understanding that the difference between a dietitian and a nutritionist certificates. So of course, a dietitian is somebody that has gone to school for 4 years and has 1 year of clinical internship. They work mostly in hospitals, long-term and healthcare facilities, dietitian education centers. These are the people that are government regulated. They are, their fees are covered by the provincial OHIP agencies, and they have a governing body. A nutritionist, unlike a holistic nutritionist, is somebody that has no real formal education. The term nutritionist is not a protected title, and they can work pretty much anywhere except for, again, these government regulated places like hospitals and the places that I talked about as a dietitian. They basically have no supervised training. They tend to be more alternative treatments and evidence-based. So you look versus the evidence-based situation. Again, not covered by a OHIP or private insurance companies, and they have no governing body. Okay, so holistic nutritionist, that's what I am, actually a holistic consultant. We have a minimum of 1 year nutritionist school, and then I took another 3 years of schooling after that with regards to it. We can work in private health clinics, fitness and gyms, and but we still cannot work in the hospital. That's covered by the dietitians. We have supervised training with over 100 hours of practicum that we have to cover. Dietary regulations or recommendations are based on the science and study of natural nutrition. So this is a diploma that holistic nutritionists have. We're not covered by OHIP, but there are many, many insurance companies that do cover us. And there's the governing bodies. So the CANNP, which is the Canadian Association of Natural Nutrition Practitioners, the IONC, which is the International Organization of Nutritional Consultants, and the NANP, which is the National Association of Natural Practitioners, which all have registration fees, things that we have to upgrade all the time. There's regulations why and how we have to be part of these governing bodies. Then they provide that professional designation that I was telling you about, the ROHP. These are, something that people really need to understand, the difference between them and the consistency of why the benefits of coming to a nutritional consultant are. Because, yes, you have your naturopaths, but they are extremely overworked nowadays. And a lot of times they don't have the time to be very, very specific with you. They are, again, going towards a more symptomatic kind of approach to looking at your issues. And they can provide so very much information for you and help you with your issues, of course. But again, when you're looking more along the lines of a very, very personalized approach to nutrition and eating habits and daily routines, this is where a nutritional consultant can really be a benefit to you. Because basically holistic nutrition focuses on eating real whole foods. It's not one of those, take this supplement, do this specific diet, and then you're going to be better and then you're off on your own. We help to really bring you to a point of achieving a better overall state of health. And consulting with somebody like this versus somebody else, you can really be very specific about your strategic plan to getting better. A holistic nutritionist can provide a very tailored, extremely personalized food plan for you, which is based on your preferences, your lifestyle, sensitivities, your allergies, all these different things. In contrast to prescriptions that can take you to the pharmacy and are solely responsible for their complete administration. A food plan includes communication and guidance and encouragement from your nutrition, holistic nutritionist from start to finish. It's not a one-off kind of situation, grab it and go, never see you again situation. Holistic nutritionist follows you through that process and adjusts accordingly depending upon what works for you, what doesn't work for you. I know a lot of people really roll their eyes a lot of my clients roll their eyes when I ask them to start a food journal. This is an ongoing kind of battle almost that I have with a lot of my clients because they don't want to do it. But there's a really strategic and comprehensive understanding of why we want to have a food journal is because we want to know what's going on with you. And it is all food related. Anything from your poop and the consistency and the time you poop and how much you poop, to how well you're sleeping, to if you're having cranky episodes in the day, if you're feeling hungry, if you're craving, if you're feeling energetic or you have no energy, or all these different things can really, really be very helpful to fit the pieces of the puzzle together for us to be able to help you. So again, going back to what a holistic nutritionist can do for you, they can actually provide an increase for energy because the body can work more effectively to break down whole foods and use it for the energy that it needs to. This does not include taking out specific food groups. So again, it comes right back down to the foods that you're taking in your world on a daily basis and have taken into your world throughout the years, and altering that and manipulating that and refining that to give you the almost optimal situation to get the best out of that food. And again, food can help you with your mood. It really does come down to a lot of stress, anger, anxiety, irritability. These can be really a result of the food that you take in. And then, of course, that relationship with food when we turn it around and we use food as a coping mechanism. And then we look at trying to modify your diet accordingly, trying to figure out where your stressors are, that we can eliminate the need for having a box of cookies when you come home from work, or try to understand different aspects of what and who you are in your life, and really shifting that to get, again, the best that you can out of every situation. When it comes down to disease prevention and immune support or the immune system is the body's ability to actually heal and repair itself. And this is one of my big things as well, because it really talks to and looks at the deeper levels of the body with regards to toxins and toxicity within the body. And I'm going to talk a lot about that in my next episode when I'm talking about registered orthomolecular health practitioner, because this is kind of, again, my passion, my forte. This is where I really dive into a lot of it and love it. It gets down to that a little bit more of that sciencey kind of stuff that's deep inside. But definitely nutrition, when it comes down to nutrition, again, it can really improve the issues that are going on with your body. Anything from like type 2 diabetes to cardiovascular disease, or the potential for a second heart attack. So for my clients that have had heart attacks already, reducing the effects of the potential for more damage and injury and trauma to the body is so very pertinent and so very doable with nutrition. I mean, it's Dr. Dean Ornish is one of the major ones for cardiovascular disease. He has a specific diet that can actually reverse cardiovascular disease. Diabetes, type 2 diabetes nowadays is proven to be reversed through specific types of diet. Diet is so very, very important and linked very tightly with disease prevention. And again, if you're listening to my podcast from yesterday, or the first one, you will remember that I talked about weight. So again, it comes down to a lot of weight. But I mean, when you're shifting your diet and you're shifting your whole way of eating and really changing and modifying your lifestyle to a different perspective and with food, a different relationship with food, your weight really does come down and really does settle into a spot where it is the best and optimal for you. And again, I'm going to go into that a lot more throughout the rest, a lot more different episodes with you throughout the next little while. So again, one of the things that Holistic Nutritionist does is look at the long term. This is not, like I said, this is not a one-off kind of situation where you go in, you have your live blood analysis done, we set up a protocol, we, go through a bunch of health histories, finding out what is best for you and setting up a plan, and then I never see you again. This is a long-term lifestyle model where we set up this plan for you. Then we look at, modifying it depending upon what's going on, seeing what's working, what's not working, going in a direction. And it's like peeling an onion. So again, you might have issues like irritable bowel or skin and eczema issues or terrible sleep or your hormones. Again, it is a layer upon layer situation where somebody like myself can really help you go through those layers and get down to the root cause of what the issues are. And it comes down to that root cause. And unless you can all day long, if you have skin issues, you can start putting stuff on your skin and make it go away. Psoriasis, for example. Psoriasis is one of those things that starts in the gut. But if you're just putting salves on your skin and alleviating the top issues and everything else, and not really working at the underlying root cause, like the initial reason why psoriasis started, you're not going to end up getting rid of it. It's just a Band-Aid situation. And holistic nutritionists don't deal with Band-Aids. We deal in diving down to the root cause of why your body is expressing itself in the way it is. Because to be showing up on the skin, for an example, it actually is the skin expressing itself is the last layer. We really have to dive down into it. For something like eczema or psoriasis, it is more of a root cause of gut issues. And even within the gut, what are we looking at? It's not just about throwing some probiotics into the situation or eating some fermented foods, because there's other issues along with that as well too. There is maybe a buildup of toxins. There is an inflammation or an irritation going on in the gut, which has caused a gut situation, or SIBO is what they call it, our small intestinal bacterial overgrowth in the gut, which has caused damage, which is allowing bacteria and toxins to get into the bloodstream, which is causing inflammation throughout the body, which is causing, all these different situations to happen on the skin, or causing other issues, leading towards an inflammatory process in the body, which is very susceptible and could lead to many, many different other diseases in the body, which is, anything from cancer to autoimmune disorders, to allergic reactions, to skin issues, to hormonal imbalances. All these different things can really stem from the gut. And understanding that on a deeper level and getting down to the root cause of that, understanding if you have enough hydrochloric acid in your stomach, understanding if you're actually assimilating all of the nutrients that you're taking into your body. You could be eating the most perfect diet, but if you're not, even chewing properly sometimes, or if you're not even, taking in the foods with the right mindset, these are all issues that the holistic nutritionist can get to and really help you with. So that basically is that in a nutshell. It is a bit sciencey. It is a bit out there sometimes for a lot of people that are not into that kind of stuff. I am, so I apologize for any kind of wordiness that I might have gotten into. But that's kind of me. That's my fun. That's the stuff that I love to do. I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to stuff like that. I'm going to have another episode over the next little while and try to explain these things a little bit more closely to you with regards to the practice itself. So hopefully I've given you a bit of an overview of what holistic nutrition is and how it can actually help you. Again, a few more episodes, I'm going to dive into live blood analysis, what exactly an ROHP does, and and a few other little things that I really enjoy with all of this work. Like I said, it just lights me up. It lights me up, and it really does give me a purpose as a healthcare provider, as the typical archetype healer. This is what I love. And if you ever want to have more information about it, all you have to do is connect with me. I have provided all the opportunities for you to connect with me on social media, all the other avenues out there. So have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon. Oh, my beautiful friend, how are you doing? Was that episode helpful, inspiring, empowering for your journey? I'd love to know what you thought. You can head over to iTunes, the More Than Hope podcast, and subscribe and give me a review, because this is going to help me to tailor these episodes to what you need most. Like I said, I'm here to help. In the meantime, you can find me on social media at Nutritional Solutions by Wendy on Instagram and Wendy Humphris Nutritional Solutions on Facebook. The best place to find me is at my website, though, www.whnutritionalsolutions.com. Every month, I have a theme where I give away downloadables and other great free stuff. This is happening all the time because that's what I like to do. Also, don't forget to sign up for my newsletter and other great opportunities, because if you like my podcast, you're going to love all the crazy offers I have too. Until then, know that you embody everything that is good in this world. Love yourself deeply, and the world of possibilities will open up to you. I promise. Big love always, Wendy.